Hello, and welcome to RezoCast episode, what is it, Wilson, 140?
What? I was going to say 130. Now I had the seed of doubt, bro.
No, I think
That's
you
impressive.
told me it was 140. God, you're
Hold on. Just it'll take 2 seconds to...
Yeah.
140.
Do you know what
Hove is right.
You know what it took 2 seconds for? It took 2 seconds for this podcast to fall apart without Lego. So welcome, everybody. As you can see, we are missing Lego tonight. He is doing other things. I'm Hove. I'm here with Wilson. Our special guest, MarkSquare, returning once again. He
Hello.
got over
Good to be
his
back.
Crunchberries affliction from last time.
Forgot about that.
I thought you had the crunch berries, Hove.
Well, he's giving it to me now.
Yeah.
There was a rendezvous, I guess. So
Allegedly.
yeah,
It's an
I'm
ETD.
applying.
It's an ETD. It's an electronically transmitted disease.
Yeah.
Talk
So
about
if you played
about
Destiny-
paranoid.
So
I
if you
know.
played Destiny with Hove recently,
That's right. You might need to get checked.
might want to get your system checked out.
Anyway,
God, we're fucking up already.
Oh, this
is
is
there
great.
a digital discharge?
ooh, ooh.
Oh.
I feel like the word discharge never sounds good, right?
Never.
Discharge?
Even if you're like, hey man, I'm getting discharged from the hospital, I still feel like it just sounds dirty.
Just like,
What if you got
Out of the
discharged at the off the water slide? Would that be?
that's kind of arousing. I gotta be honest. That water slide one's doing it.
Dude. Say it.
So anyway, we're here. We're in episode 140, which is a lot of episodes. Mana will be showing up. To no one's surprise, he's running late. But we're gonna get started because we have some things to talk about. First, let's talk to Mark some. How you been, man? What have you been up to since last time you were on?
Oh man, real life has really taken over. I've moved cities partially. I'm like between Savannah and Kentucky now. So like if there's any Guardians in the Savannah area, just, hit me up on Twitter because I got no friends. No friends down there.
Oh, shit.
Lonely and desperate. No,
Aw.
I'm getting to know a lot of artists down there. It's been really, really nice. And the thing that I like about it is people that are in Savannah, they're there because they want to be, unlike the town that I'm in most of the time, or was in most of the time before that. So a lot of SCAD alumni that have just decided to stay in the city because it's a beautiful city, and a lot of really cool stuff going on there all the time. So really enjoying it. But yeah, real life. But then Destiny has its place too. I've started playing a little before the Menagerie. Like I got up to light level 700 right before the new content came out. So I was like, I had one set of duds that were 750, and then the new content came out. I've been leveling up and I made it to 750 now. So I've been playing that Destiny again on that.
Hey.
Yeah, on that train. So it's been great.
Now, had you stuck it out, or was there any point where you kind of were like getting bored and taking a break from Destiny?
Oh yeah, there was a point where I don't know that I was necessarily bored, but it wasn't compelling enough to make me make time in the middle of moving and getting adjusted and settled in a new city. Now at this point, it's like, it was offline today and it was like there was a gap in my life.
I was just gonna say, taking a break during Season of the Drifter and coming back to Season of Opulence. Like, how you feeling? Like you obviously are excited to play again. If you were worried about the downtime today, which did suck. I got home and I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah, I enjoy it a lot, and I'm definitely a Gambit player. Like I love Gambit, but I never adopted Gambit Prime because that was the period of time that I wasn't around. I don't have any of the armor hardly. Like I've been trying to build that up a little bit. And even now when I go to play Gambit, I still just play the original Gambit, and I love it. I have a great time playing it. So I feel like I have missed a period of time there a little bit because I think it was so grindy that whole Reckoning, building up that armor set is so important to playing Gambit Prime and being competitive in it. And then not having it is kind of like a high barrier to entry. I've played a little bit with some of the guys in our clan, and it's been eye-opening how much of a difference that armor makes. It makes me want to get
Crazy,
it.
dude.
Now it's like, who's got the time, right? To go backwards and stay up to date. Like it's pretty tough. So
Right, absolutely. Now, as a Gambit player, have you've been going after the bow, or you said like, you know, you kind of get competitive with it, like you can't help yourself, like you kind of start like wanting to do better. Like I find myself putting the bow on, throwing a stream on, and like just chilling while I play. Like, do you find it a problem to?
I do. In fact, I never got breakneck because, in my opinion, auto rifles are pure trash. So it's like, why do I want to get the best auto rifle? Like, you know,
it's like having the best
debatable.
ETD.
That's right. Yeah,
still has electronic discharge, digital discharge.
Digital discharge. Yeah. So I haven't started working on Hush yet because every time I run, I'm trying some very specific loadout, and that's what I like about Gambit. Is it's almost like Guardian Golf. It's like you can judge how many motes and how many ads you're killing over time with different loadouts. So like I've kind of compared, like, okay, when I run my Arc Strider build, I'm about at this level, and then when I'm doing the Blade Barrage build, it's like here. So what I'm trying to do is any build I come up with, it's very specific and it's always based around abilities, and there's a whole big boring story for it. But it's like I like to try to see if I can make weird builds competitive, and I think Gambit is the best platform for that in Destiny because of the way that it functions. And then lately, like with Iron Banner, I've been learning to use a sniper in PvP, and that's been really fun. And it's actually helped my Gambit game as well. Of course, running a sniper and
have you had a chance to go after Recluse at all? I know it dropped around the time you were moving and stuff like that.
No, I've played probably like 4 games of comp since D2 launched. So like I don't step into that type. I usually don't even play Iron
2100 is not bad at all.
It's not bad now.
And that's not me just saying that as like a primary PvP player. Like,
right.
It's really obtainable. The sniper rifle, I would say, is even more obtainable this year because it's points accumulated. So like your actual rank will go up and down, but like the points that you gain are put on a card and accumulated towards
your points are more like your valor.
Boom. Yeah. So you got to get that Recluse, man. It's really good in Gambit. I think you'd have a blast with it.
Oh, really?
Speaking of, I just got my Recluse. I got that this week, and I'm like 107 points away from Revoker. And I couldn't get into Destiny today. I kept getting put in a queue, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. So I mean, it's nice, like you were saying before, Mark. Like with it being down, it was like, what do I do now? It's funny because we're like, yeah, that's cool, but like, I don't know that that's healthy. But like, this is the first time I've
totally
felt
healthy. Fuck that. Totally healthy.
I love how as
you're excited, you want to hang out with friends.
No. First of all, Wilson, as you're yelling about healthiness, there is smoke coming out of your mouth, literally.
It's vapor, bruh.
And it's not because you're angry. But no,
great.
I didn't mean that. But I'm just saying in the sense that like,
you got me.
Well,
got me.
Destiny's not working. What do I do? Like that's what because that's the first time since probably D1 or the launch of D2 that it, at least for me, I'm sure other people have had instances in between, but where like I come home and it's like, all right, I gotta play Destiny, and if it isn't up, it isn't just okay, whatever, I'll play something else. Like, do you know what I mean? It's
absolutely.
It feels good, and I think it's only building more.
Have you guys got the Wendigo yet?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh my God.
I got every pinnacle weapon that's ever come out in the game except for Hush.
Well, get it, you fucking scrub.
I'm working. I said I've been working on it, dude. I put a stream on, I kick back, and I fucking throw, dude.
I love that. I love the quest for Wendigo because it's making the strike playlist ridiculous, which I enjoy ridiculous stuff. Because like I launched into a strike the other day and I was suddenly in a tier 1 blind well, and I was like, what am I doing here? Did I accidentally join my friend instead of launching the strike playlist? And it was because I guess the guy was solo in Dreaming City in a strike, and instead of like doing the strike, he went to the blind well to grind for the Wendigo. So he was just in the blind well starting it over and over, and we got to the end of the strike and he had like I think it was like 1,500 kills, because he had just been farming that
legit
blind well
strategy.
for so
the
long.
only thing is you got to wait. Like, so you as a strike team can't just roll in with just the 3 of you. You actually have to chill until a random guardian comes into that patrol zone and fires one up.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
That's what Marcus told me. So if I'm wrong, audience, it's on him. You can tweet him at Mr. Tomfoolery with 2 Y's.
With 2 Y's, yes.
2 Y's.
I now call Marcus, I refer to him as Nikola.
Like after Tesla?
Yes! You're the first person to get it.
Oh,
both of you.
right.
Thank you.
Car, yeah.
Everybody's like, okay, why Nikola? And I'm like, Tesla? He got a Tesla. Marcus got a Tesla.
I'm getting a banging deal on a used PT Cruiser with like 50,000 miles on it right now.
PT Cruiser.
Pulling the trigger, dude.
Are you? Listen, when you get that, I'm coming.
But it's such a banger deal, dude.
I'm coming over, and we're gonna just cruise around, drinking Alizé, drive around your PT Cruiser.
we need to put like surfboards on the top, like just for aesthetic, like
paint wood on the side.
So I'm like getting to like the age of my life that I just don't give a fuck anymore if it's got wheels, and it's better because like I just hit 200K on my Grand Prix, dude. Like it's fucking tired. Like I can hear it on the highway. It's like any day, motherfucker. Any day. Yeah, it's like so I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited to get this car and roll around and have something dependable. Cause like, dude, I bought this car like 10 years ago with like 24,000 miles on it. And like, I've been chilling on the mileage lately. Like when I first got the car, dude, I was like this corner of the country, that corner of the country, like all over the, like just putting
from how I understand you drive, how long did it take you to drive across the country? A week?
I drive very slow. It's bad. Like not,
That's why it's lasted.
Hear me out. Not so slow that like it's dangerous. Cause like, you don't want to be that guy.
Just so slow that I would be embarrassed.
We bumped.
You.
yeah. So we bumped the speed limit up from 65 to 70 here, and I won't go 70, dude. It just feels so weird. Like
if the speed limit's 70, the average speed is 80, right? What?
Yeah, but if
what
you
kind of
look,
words are being said to you?
But like you look like an outstanding citizen. I look like a goddamn criminal, all right? So if I even go like 2 over the speed limit, like it's over.
Hey, as you were saying, at like the exact second you were saying that, and keep in mind there's a delay, so they didn't know. Gorniak said, "Can't draw attention from the cops."
Gorniak knows, dude, and it's got tinted windows. What?
Probable cause, he says.
I'm saying, all right, back to Destiny.
No, not back to Destiny.
I'm derailed enough.
Also, just quickly. For anyone who may not know, we do play a game here called Word Insertion, where I have sent 3 words or phrases to all of my co-hosts and Mark as the guest, and 3 have been sent to me. So if you hear random nonsense words or phrases worked in, feel free to call them out in chat and see if you can figure them out. 1 has been said. I think just 1. Neither
you may win a prize. I said 1.
No, you didn't.
No.
Yes, I did. It was during the whole what was it?
Oh yeah, you did.
Thanks, dude.
Thanks. Thanks for the acknowledgement.
Thanks for making me not have to explain that awkwardly. Appreciate it.
I mean, it was more awkward when you said it, I feel like.
For sure. It actually was.
So, real quick, actually off of Destiny still. Excuse me. So, even though, like we said, Mark, you've been on here before, why don't we quickly talk about so what do you do? Like, what do you like to do in the community? Your whole art thing. Let's talk about that some of the stuff you've done.
Sure, yeah,
and other ventures.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, in the Destiny community since the beginning, something about Destiny grabbed a hold of me, and it was funny because like just even the fact that emotes exist and that kind of thing in Destiny, where you're able to express yourself. You're this like space samurai or whatever, but then you're in a fire team and you're doing raids and you're talking about real life and stuff with all the people, and it's so social. It's this really weird hybrid of fantasy and real life, and so it really inspired me from the very beginning to like blend like kind of my personality, silly, and art, which I do along with Destiny. So since year one of Destiny, I've been making kind of weird art based around Destiny and corn, or Destiny and Skittles or whatever. So like at first it was like the Galar corn. I was mixing the Galar horn with the corn, and then I've done like a Skittle, like a hard light that has Skittles pack for a magazine and everything.
Taste the rainbow.
Taste the rainbow rifle.
I'm gonna say that every time I fire that gun now.
When are you gonna fire that gun?
Quite a bit. Sometimes I throw it on because
I've never seen you use it. You're a goddamn liar.
Bro, I got the Catalyst, the Catalista.
Oh. What does it do?
Not much.
What is it supposed to do?
I don't really know. I don't think it really. I think it's like stability, but it's still like a fucking earthquake.
It's still like that one's. Like,
it was a reason to use it for a couple days.
Yeah.
That's basically all it does.
You back down off that hard light conversation.
You get a triumph. You get a triumph.
You get a triumph.
It's a good thing I don't care about triumphs.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
What's your triumph score, Wilson? Approximately
66, 67,000.
Yeah, you're right about double what mine is.
No. Wait, am I 57 or 60? Can you check this on Dim?
I don't know. Either way, I'm 34, man.
Hey, man.
Are you checking? Is that what you're doing?
Maybe you need to lower harder. I don't know.
Well, with the Menagerie stuff, I actually go after it. But before,
Those
because
ones,
you get the reward out of it, not just like bragging rights, because it isn't really worth a whole lot. But someone said hard light discharge.
Taste the rainbow hard light discharge.
Actually, listen, we're gonna be serious here for a second. I want everyone to make sure you tweet at Lego. The real reason he's not here is he is suffering from an electronically discharged or electronically transmitted disease, and he's had a lot of digital discharge this week. And
digital,
yeah. So
that just rolls off the tongue
right?
Oddly well.
It also sounds like a late '90s, early 2000s boy band song.
Say it again.
Digital discharge.
I was gonna say I already forgot the word.
Yeah.
This is what's gonna happen, right? So last time I accused Hove of having crunch berries, and then he's like, "How's those crunch berries doing?" I'm like, "Wait a minute, how did I get crunch berries?" And then now this.
I'm good at that.
Yo, Willis nailed it. Catalyst equals PT Cruiser, bro. That's what you get.
So anyway, yeah, make sure you tweet at Lego, even if you want to do it right now. If every one of you does that, like I will love all of you. If you can all tweet to Lego at Lego Lay Flash. Just ask him how his electronically transmitted disease or his digital discharge are doing, and wish him well.
He's gonna know within 5 fucking seconds that the podcast has officially been hijacked.
Yeah,
it's gonna be like,
hey, to be fair,
it's 20 after.
To
and I'm
be fair, I want to point out that every time when I tell Lego, like, Lego, you can't miss the podcast, that means I have to run it, and then it's even worse than usual. And he goes, I tell you every time, Hove, my favorite episodes are the ones where you're in charge. They're just better. And I said, Lego, if that was true, when you came back, you would still have me do it instead of taking it back. And he changed the subject real fast.
Yeah, he's always uncomfortable with that.
He forgot who he was dealing with.
It's too far. Yeah, it was a coup about to occur.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I start this thing and I'm like, hi. And then I forget where to go. I get past hello, and I don't know where to go.
He just gets the camera. Hey.
That was like that one episode. You remember where we all just sat there and stared at the camera for a second because we all thought the other one was going to talk for like a good 20 seconds?
Yeah, I watched that clip many times.
But anyway, so yeah, that's actually I guess it was just last year at Guardian Con, Mark. That's where we met, actually, because I had never met you or talked to you, and we ran into you in the lobby, and you had all this fucking sweet art, and you were just like, here, check this out, take some art. And we were like, This dude's awesome. Also come to my beach house and swim in the pool and lay on the beach. And we were like,
and have beers and like wings,
please join our clan.
Yeah. Come to the beach, come hang out, have beers, get some air conditioning. We got a pool. John's coming over. You could pet my Brontosaurus Rex. Like, it was the coolest. Dude, it was legit. Don't think I forgot about the Brontosaurus Rex, bro. That was like. You can't just like. I know you try to like keep that on the down low, but like the world needs to know. Right?
I want to Google this. Brontosaurus Rex. I had that thing removed. I apologize.
Seriously though, good times.
It was good times.
Great.
Yeah.
Man.
All the other artists, I don't know how they feel about like me ruining capitalism for them, but like if I have art, it is not for sale. It is free. I always feel funny about that whole, someone created this Destiny universe, like, selling my art. It's fine. Like I just personally don't do it.
I feel you, man.
But yeah, sadly this Guardian Con I will not have any for free either because I was too lazy and scattered to get it printed. But
blame it on the move, homie.
That's right.
I thought you were going to say blame it on the moon. Blame it on the moon.
Blame it on the moon. Too dark, too below. Yeah, you've got like another like 3 months to like shirk any responsibility off on the move at this point. Like, for sure. Yeah.
I'll do that.
100%.
So I don't want to jump, even though we kind of just, even though we kind of touched on Guardian Con real quick. I do want to talk about that a good bit tonight because it's coming up next week, and we were all there last year. But we do, when we talk about it, I want to wait a little bit because we do have a little tiny announcement, but I want to wait for Mana because Mana will be also there at Guardian Con.
If you are going next year, I will make it happen.
Are you talking to chat or me?
Everyone.
Because I'm gonna go if you're gonna go.
Especially you. I'm just saying.
As long as you'll stand outside and argue about the bounds of the universe with me for 3 hours again.
I feel like
it's important.
Space is a good topic, but we should maybe touch basis on. We've been down that road. I'm looking to explore new avenues.
Do you want to talk about Brontosaurus Rexes again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's take a bunch of dopamine. Wait, no. Dramamine.
I can take you out.
Dramamine.
Dopamine. Wow. Now you're speaking my language, bro. No, we could go out. We could get some Spam. Welcome to the good life. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the good life, boys.
Can you just buy Spam in like any grocery store? Is it like readily available still?
I think like it's required by law to have it in your store at this point. Like canned meat. That's like the first thing you're gonna grab in the moment of an apocalypse, bro. I've thought about it. Canned meat doesn't perish as much.
The first thing I'm gonna grab in the apocalypse
give a fuck what you're
is
eating.
Titties.
Oh god.
So I saw this.
Brontosaurus Rex.
I saw this streamer. Yeah, right. I saw this streamer. He had eye tracking on, and he like stood up, and there was like pictures of like hot girls on his computer, and he's like, for the sake of mankind, I am not going to stare at one tit during this slideshow. I can do it for mankind. And he sits down, and like a second and a half goes in, and the eye tracker goes right over her tits, and he's like, fuck! And, like, it was so good. Instantly thought of Hove. That's
I'm glad those aren't in real life eye trackers. That's dangerous.
Dude, bro. Someday think if Google Glass caught on. Think about all the fucked up hacks that would have come with that
here we
shit,
go.
dude.
Here's Wilson's macro paranoia.
No, not the government. Perverts, bro, or anti-perverts that want like a thing to like ping on the person who's like staring them down. You know what I mean? There's all kinds of possibilities.
You have veins popping out of your neck. You're so excited. I swear to God. Look,
serious about.
Did you see that, Mark? There were fucking. He was like flipping out, and there were veins.
He's ready to make them stop.
Bro, when we talk,
I'm not sure. Wait, I can't tell though.
Were
you mad at the perverts or the anti-perverts? Whose side are you on?
The anti-perverts. I'm a normal person, dude.
I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt here.
Yeah, bro, you know me. Anti-perverts, those are the real fucking weirdos.
I feel your eyes on me now, Wilson. I feel your eyes on me.
Yeah.
Do you know what's the weirdest thing about though? Wilson's the best at this because you definitely you look into the camera the most for the effect. It's really difficult for me to do that because in my mind, like I want to give you a death stare and I stare at you,
on the
like
screen.
and then
Right.
it just looks like I'm staring at nothing, and then I do this, and I want to give you a death, but it doesn't
works.
feel like it's working.
You just gotta picture that person's face up there. That's all you gotta do. Like, see, feels good.
Ooh, that does work.
I'm saying.
I picture your face, Wilson.
Yeah,
But anyway, also in chats, getting back to Destiny, Big Tater Tot
Again.
is making his way back to Destiny, and I was talking to him, and we're going to, whoever wants to join, we're going to be doing some Menagerie runs after this to help him get some stuff before they patch the chest exploit, which I guess we might as well just jump into the TWAB, huh? Since we're on that.
I didn't know they were patching that. Sad times.
Yeah. Well,
it's cool though. You got time.
I'll give you my opinion. I'll give you my opinion on that.
I have an opinion too.
Yeah, well,
and I bet they're indifferent. I bet we're on the same page.
His is pro pervert. That's his
All right, so
meme this picture on the internet, pro pervert.
Somebody clip it. So the TWAB.
Touch fingers right here.
I'm gonna fucking regret that.
Wilson,
I'm gonna regret that.
Other way. Oh no, for me it's the other way. For chat, it's the other way. Nope, Wilson, put one arm down, Wilson. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So anyway, the heroic Menagerie. I'm gonna say it like that every time from now on. Dropped this week. Did either of you guys get a chance to jump into that?
I did. Completed it once. It took
into what? Into what? Heroic Menagerie?
Heroic Menagerie.
Yes.
Nicki Menagerie.
Hashtag first try.
What? Oh, first try we wiped. Went to space.
Ooh, that's fun though. That's the experience.
But you went to space.
We did go to space. I mean, what kind of losers ever get to go to space?
Right? Neil Armstrong.
I ain't going anytime soon.
Wilson, your head is always in space.
Yeah, you're there right now. It is,
but dude, I could barely get on an airplane anymore, bro. Like, okay, I'm tired of hashing down this road. We know if I can't even get on a fucking airplane or like a ride at a carnival.
You have gotten on an airplane, and you came and you flew to us, and we had a sign ready for you, and we greeted you with open arms and open flies.
You gave me my first cigarette in like 6-7 years, which was glorious, by the way. Oh, I missed that so much.
Well, I won't be able to do that. I won't be able to do that for you anymore.
But
smoke free?
Yep.
Well, congrats.
Thanks.
Wow. GG's.
Now I just smoke crack.
That's probably cheaper nowadays, to be honest.
Yeah, dude, do you know how much a pack of cigarettes is? At least
I don't know. It's like $9.
$8.50 in Pennsylvania.
Ooh.
Yeah.
A pack. One pack.
20 cigarettes.
How many are in there?
Yeah, that's insane. That's ridiculous.
1,000.
So Menagerie Heroic went in with myself, Pope Bear, Merc with the Mouth, 1 Second Kill, his friend Guardian, and I'm an asshole for forgetting. It was his brother. It was Guardian's brother. Anyway, had a great time.
Oh, Stefan.
No?
Did you make that up?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Damn, it sounded good. But yeah, we went in. It was pretty intense, dude. I'm not gonna lie. It was a lot of fun. Like just in the back of your mind that if we all die, we wipe. And there was like 2 or 3 times it came down to one Guardian. Luckily, those Guardians were Night Stalkers and were able to go invis and clutch the reses. But it was pretty intense. The last boss was really cool because everyone was calling out the walls again because you don't want to get team wiped on it. You know, like the big Vex walls that come at you.
Did you guys use the bubble technique? You know, you can put on Saint 14 bubble and survive the wall.
So Merc
goes through you.
Merc was doing the Sentinel strat where you just block through it and made a ridiculous made a ridiculous amount of orbs for everyone. I mean, there were tethers for days, there was wells for days, all kinds of good stuff. He was just in his super. It was just chaining orbs.
Are you saying it took you days to complete it?
Dude, it was awesome. No, it didn't take days, but like, yeah, dude, there's just orbs for days. You know what I mean? Like, we could have kept going for days on the amount of orbs.
It's like a male strip club. Orbs for days.
Dude, he knows.
That's how you get digital discharge. I haven't had a chance to jump into heroic yet. What's your guys' opinion on like the challenge and time investment versus the loot for it?
Once a week you get that masterworked, but it's not a curated. It's like a randomly rolled whatever you order up. So I mean, it's not like guaranteed to be a good roll. Like I think if it was guaranteed to be a good roll, maybe like a curated something or another. And also, isn't there a chance for like swords to drop some different swords right off of the boss? But they're pretty rare. So
yeah, I didn't get the sword. I did get Izanagi Catalyst though, the Catalista for that first try.
You got the Catalista from the Menagerie.
I did,
okay.
And I'm working on it right now. I guess like the numbers are in. It's like 20% bonus damage when you stack like 4 bullets into one shot. So not like anything crazy or anything like that. There's still better options out there. Like I got a swarm from Iron Banner with spike grenades. Holy shit!
I've heard
that
good
thing's
things.
Nasty, dude.
Yeah.
So
it's
good. Sorry.
Oh, I'm just saying it's like the highest DPS weapon in the game right now.
More than Wendigo?
If you stack it, more than Wendigo if you stack it with tractor cannon. So it requires another Guardian to achieve that. Or everyone can just dingo up and like it's done. Like you're only gonna miss out on like a second or so of damage. Like whoop-de-doo. Darn.
So
shot a lot of grenades to get that Wendigo.
Yeah, right.
A lot.
Yeah.
So if like you guys said in Crack, you said in chat, the boss has a rare drop of swords, and you get a masterworked. Now it's just the weapon, like whatever you put into the chalice, correct? It's just masterworked all the way. Is that?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so pretty much.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
So pretty much, it's just giving you the equivalent of some extra cores and glimmer, right? Like.
Or if you get the roll that you want, you actually don't have to masterwork it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's saving you.
Or if you're just looking for masterworked armor and you don't want to dish out the cores you have, like.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So it's just really giving you, like, for the most part, cores and glimmer, right? Like, if we're gonna break it down. So that's kind of my question. Like, do you guys, after having done it, is it something you will continue to do, or is it kind of just like, hey, we did it, that's the challenge? Like, do you think it's worth doing it over the regular for what it gives you?
Oh, just for rewards? No, but I think it's a lot more fun. And
really,
I was like, because it puts a limit on how many like encounters you go through. Like after 6 kicks you out. Like if you don't get enough to get the boss spawned by 6 encounters, then you're out. If you wipe on the boss, you're out. Like there was one situation where we were using that bubble strat and we're like all in the bubble, right? And then like we got like almost team wiped, like 5 of us. Like the bubble disappeared. Like I hear it and I'm like, oh
nice.
No, and so like, only one person survives. So it's like this really tense like gameplay experience that I think I will do it a lot. We do some weird challenge, like we play real dumb to make it hard on ourselves anyway. I mean, I think that's what PvE players do after things get, past the original stage. So I think it's going to be worth it, but I want to get the sword for sure, all the swords and everything, but
yeah, I kind of want to get the shadow title. So I got to do all the secret triumphs where like you do the whole thing with no one wiping. You do it with 3 guardians with no one wiping. Like it's going to be intense. I want that shadow title though.
We just got a host from the Menagerie, so I'm assuming that means he'll be joining us here soon. Oh, real soon. Hello, the Menagerie.
The timing looking good, buddy.
You look like you're
back at you, dude.
Thanks,
I mean, if
man.
you took the hat off, you look like you just came from like a club in the night at the Roxbury.
Oh.
You look like.
It's like we planned this.
Yeah, look at you guys.
Oh God, you have a glorious voice, dude.
Well, thanks.
He really.
Oh, not
he really
me.
does.
Who was it,
He
Wilson?
does.
Smoky voice.
Smoky.
So we were just talking. I'm assuming, Mana, you didn't get to do Heroic Menagerie yet, right?
No.
Okay. Did any of you guys? I guess we're kind of. Anything else you guys want to say about that before we move on?
Well, we were gonna cast our opinions on whether they should fix that glitch or not, right?
Yeah.
Or is that later?
I don't know. I'm not good at this. I was just gonna run down the TWAB, but then I got sidetracked.
Yeah, I think we should talk about that chess farm going away.
All right, well, let's just get down.
Do it.
Let's just
Do
go
it.
through here real quick then. Next week, or the TWAB, I mean, because it's in the TWAB. Next week, the Lumina Quest is available to all annual pass owners, so that's cool. I'm excited for that. The Volume 2 of the Destiny Grimoire Anthology becomes available next Tuesday, July 2nd to order. I, for one, am very excited. I love the first one. Any of you guys have the first one, Volume 1?
No,
I don't.
I would like to though.
It's
What volume 1 of what was it?
it's the Grimoire Anthology. It's a nice big.
Oh, I do.
Oh, you
yes, it's great.
It's
yeah.
It's done by
it.
Mylan. That's done by Mylan, right? Or he worked on that?
Yeah, that's what he was. His contract was for when he went out there, was to help work on that.
They're making like an emote to go with it, aren't they? Like to celebrate this. Yeah.
There's an emote called "Consult the Archives." Basically, you just pull out a book and look at it.
No, you pull out a book and then all these different symbols appear around your head. And I think it's supposed to be like that meme with like the or that GIF with the guy thinking with all the equations going around.
Oh, is it Zach Galifianakis with all like the math?
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be a play on that.
That's
like,
awesome.
Yeah, that's the way I took it. I don't know. Maybe that's just my.
It might be.
Well, anyway,
childish
I
mind.
suggest getting it. The first one was a fantastic read. I really enjoyed it, so I'm looking forward to Volume 2, which is called Fallen Kingdoms. So,
Saucy.
do it. Do the thing. The next thing, chest runs. So this is what they were talking about. And I like that they called back to the House of Wolves chest farm. Do you remember that we used to do? Same idea?
Yep.
So, as anyone who's done the Menagerie, by the way, man, I don't know if you cut on yet. That's how I'm saying it all the time. Also, did you get your
like a
words?
Chicago accent?
Oh, yeah, probably.
You have words
I just
to
didn't
say
check my phone.
for word insertion. So, as it stands now, you have 300 seconds on the countdown when you finish the Menagerie. And basically, if you leave that area and come back, you can continue. If you keep putting runes in your chalice, you can continue getting rewards from it. And now, to be completely honest, with that 300 seconds, maybe it was wishful thinking, but I thought it was on purpose, honestly.
I did
because
too.
they never mentioned it. And it was the first thing we've ever had that had a 300-second timer, right? So I guess it's just exploratory reasons. I don't know. But coming July 9th, they are going to patch it. They said, consider this an error in your favor. We haven't rushed to fix it. But when we patch on July 9th, this loophole will officially close, allowing only one opening of the chest per completion. Until then, we invite you to take advantage of this all you like. Grow fat with strength. Thoughts?
What a kick in the space balls. That's what I have to say.
It's a drug dealer tactic. Let me give you this fat sack of drugs, and then when you come back, it's gonna be skimpy. Like it's like get them hooked on the Menagerie.
Ajax in your coat.
Yeah, and then they bring you back and give you some bullshit. No, I knew it was gonna be fixed. We all knew. I mean, I never thought that it was done on purpose. I feel like if it was done on purpose, that they would just let you sit there and like open the thing like 3 or 4 times. Like they wouldn't want this little rat race. As fun as the rat race is, don't get me wrong, I find myself optimizing for it, putting stuff on so that I can maybe squeeze out one more drop or something. But like
I had that problem when I had my kidney stone. I had that problem. I kept trying to squeeze out one more drop, and I just couldn't do it.
Thought you were gonna arc back to the crunch berries.
Nana clearly isn't paying attention because that was a joke directed at him. That was the kind of joke he would laugh at.
I'm catching up on one of the words you sent me. I'm like, I think I know who this guy is, but I couldn't.
I have to Google it.
But like,
I may have been Googling it.
It's gonna be rough because, dude, I, no exaggeration, have probably cashed in 70 runes of cunning looking for enhanced hand cannon loader and sniper scavenger gloves, and not a single one. I have gotten one enhanced cannon loader drop, and it was with grenade launchers, so I can't really complain about that. But like, it's gonna be rough because I've had insane luck. That's like, I could maybe go for the God Roll Trust that I'm looking for, but other than that, like, it's pretty much just gloves that I need to farm at this point. But I could see
what does
myself
that mean for farming? I mean, that's just, the farm becomes very not profitable, right?
You go into normal mode to get it done as quick as possible and as easy as possible. And then I guess like the heroic mode is just for like the triumph seekers and the 1% quotations.
My thought on it, and I'm always one, you know, it was the same thing with when they nerfed Whisper. I never look at it, I don't want to say never, but I generally try not to look at things in relation to how they were, because any nerf or patch or something like that is always going to be worse than it was. So if you look at it like that, in my opinion, you're always going to have a complaint, right? Like, we used to be able to get 7 guns, and now we can only get 1. Like, obviously that's worse than it was. But like, my thought, how long, now that we're going to be higher light, how long would you say a normal run Menagerie run takes? 15 minutes?
Yeah, probably.
So we'll just say 15, tops. 20 minutes. We'll say 20. 20 minutes, and you get the gun you want with the masterwork you want. And I know you're waiting on rolls, but still, I still feel like that's a better, like, ratio is not the word, but kind of a better way of getting things than we've had previously, like having to do a nightfall, except for some that you could like glitch the ending where you wanted a nightfall gun, you had to keep running the nightfall, and you still didn't know what you were going to get. You know what I mean? Like, I still think we're in a better place with this. I understand there's a lot of people really kind of upset about it being worse than it was. And like I said, that's why I try not to look at it like that. But I still think in the grand scheme of the way Destiny loot has worked, this is still a better system. You're still going to get the gun you want. You're just hoping for the rolls. And that'll help, you know, kind of lengthen the grind a little bit. And I know you're not going to get everything.
I
agree.
And
there's going to be people on both sides. I get that. But that's where I fall on that, I think.
I actually agree with you on that, because I definitely did have a worry of like, holy shit, dude, I got the sniper I want. I got 2 of the hand cannons that I want. You know, I got like, damn, I'm running out of shit to farm for, because when I go in, I drop like 6, 7, 8, 9 runes in that bitch. And so it is cool. Like you said, it's definitely still better. Like, you know, I was farming Riviera Dawn gloves for my hunter in hopes of that enhanced perk, and I only had basically a couple shots at it every week because I wasn't like about to spend my entire weekend just chilling in the Dreaming City. So it is cool to have like a direct route, whereas I could like easily get 10 drops a day even after they fix it, get 10 drops a day versus maybe 1 a week. You know what I mean? Like, so it's still going to be better. It's just not as good. But I like the lengthening of the grind.
Yeah, I just want to say I actually agree that it's good that they are getting rid of it. Spaceballs was one of my words that I was given to say, so I just wanted to say that sentence I said earlier. But yeah, I do agree, because it's
my favorite movie, by the way.
It's so good. Yeah. Anyway, oh God, where did it go?
Right. Menagerie chest, glad they're fixing it.
Right. So it's the same reason why the loot cave I had to go, right? Like, because I don't actually find it fun to run back and forth. Like, I'm like, I don't want to do it, but then I can't not do it, because I'm like, well, I could try for another roll in the sniper over and over and over. As long as I can do it, I do. But I would much rather spend that, like, how many ever minutes, like starting the next activity or going to the tower and getting ready to play more. So I think from a game design standpoint, I think it's the right move, because I don't think that's actually what they want people. They didn't want people to just shoot into a cave for, you know, hours, and they don't want people, you know, running back and forth I think maybe they put that extra time in there just to give people a chance to like set up their chalice the first time, because the menu system is so abysmal. I'm just kidding.
It is tough sometimes when you go to slot a rune and you stop slotting it because you think it's slotted, and then like you back out and you're like, shit, time loss.
And the whole moving of the menu, like they split the menu to 2 buttons, and now I don't know, like my
Mana's gonna get attacked by an axe wielding villain.
I'm dead, by the way.
Yep, hit points. Time to start making death saving throws.
If you're dead, can I have that shirt?
Damn.
Out of all the things I own, you want the shirt.
Can I also have those cat taco swim trunks?
Which
yes,
I'm wearing, by the way.
Is he wearing them right now?
How do I?
Oh my god.
You need
something
to
bad's gonna happen here.
I'm sorry if you get banned, Ho, for this crotch shot.
Really hike your leg. Oh my gosh, those are amazing.
Those are amazing. Holy cow. Those shorts with cats on them are amazing.
Cat tacos and burritos.
So-
With the deep V.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You got a deep V.
Deepest of V's.
The deep.
I bought so many. Listen, I bought so many new clothes this week for the summer and for Guardian Con.
By the way, this is one of them too. Just saying.
That's one of what?
Nice.
One of the new clothing that I
Oh.
bought. So I had to wear it for the night. I just felt like it was appropriate.
You look good, Mana.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
So
You too.
I think
Well,
I'm
well,
kind of like a bad player because I enjoy finding workarounds and way to break the systems of certain games within the limits of the game, and as long as it doesn't hinder the experience of somebody else.
Mhm.
So like in other words, like I'll do some bullshit like in the comp game, but I won't do anything outside of, you know what I mean? Like whereas like in the Menagerie or PvE, it's always fun to like find ways to like break the system, get more loot, more dopamine drops. Like every time you get that sweet loot drop, your brain's like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, oh, that's cool. Like, let's get more of
Piece
those.
of candy. Piece of
Yeah,
candy.
exactly. You just keep going back and forth. And then like I find myself like optimizing like Meta, Callus Mini Tool, Stompies, directional control jump, and I'm like, how fast can we go down this hallway? And then there's also mini games that you can play, which I think is next week's Menagerie, where you have to jump up a few levels to kind of get to the reset area. And I absolutely love bumping into blueberries and knocking them off the edge during that run. It is a fun mini game. It is a risk reward system. So sometimes you get bumped off. It's great, but yeah, there's all kinds of fun things that come from it. But like, I see where you're coming from though, Mark. It's just like, sometimes I like seeing that like shit, more loot, you know, but it is kind of a unhealthy habit.
You know, it's one of those ones where I definitely can see the other side of it, but I also am one of those people who was, oh, real quick, actually, Amanda, are you recording?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Thank you. Love you.
I'm professional. at
You
this.
are professional.
Don't worry.
That's why you're wearing that shirt. I was also one of those people that I really liked the whole idea of, hey, you might not get this Gallarhorn for 4 months.
Me
And
too.
then when you do get, I mean, there were, and I've said this a bunch of times, there were people that made entire YouTube careers off of clips of people getting excited about getting a Gallarhorn. Like, that's how big that was. And
Yeah.
I know it sucked if you were the person who didn't have it for a long time, but when you did get it, it was fucking awesome. Like,
Yeah.
that was great.
It was year 2. It was year 2 when I got it. I didn't get it. And I ran every raid on every character. I was like deep in there, coming up with no nuggets.
I got
more,
mine
wait, real
for-
quick, more or less deep than Mana's V?
Less.
Less.
Nothing
Deep
is
enough.
deeper than Man of the
Yeah.
Deep enough to trigger the gag reflex. Let's just imagine.
I was not doing the right thing to get that Gallarhorn. That's what was going on. I was not going far enough.
Two quick Gallarhorn.
Just make sure you
stories.
don't get it stuck in a mousetrap. That would be bad.
Sam purchased Destiny
Oh, gosh.
around Taken King, joined Tower Life with us, leveled up, took her through her first Nightfall. Galahorn. Got dropped for
Oh
her.
my god.
So then, flash forward, weeks, months later, right before Taken King, do a Nightfall, get a legendary engram, and I'm fucking salty, dude. Like I'm borderline. Nah, I'm full-fledged toxic at that point. Like people are like, oh, we gotta get to the tower. We got some shit to do. Like that level of toxic. Go into the Cryptarch, bam, legendary turned into Galahorn. Instant, everything's fine. I love this game.
Yeah.
It's great.
You immediately turn around. He's like, hey, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, this is what I'm
Back,
talking
I
about,
can play
homies.
more now.
Let's go
Dude,
burn this
so-
mother down. Like
I got my first Galahorn when Zer first sold it way back.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. It was I think it was like my second exotic that I got, because the first one was the first exotic that Zer sold, which was the gauntlets for the warlock, the
Sun
for the solar. Yeah.
Sunbreakers.
Same.
Sunbreakers, dude. I thought I was pimping in that shit.
3 weeks in a row.
And everything. I was like, look what I got, guys, because I played a lot more than my buddies did at that point. So, you know, they couldn't afford it yet. And I'm just like, you know, flashing it.
Rolling
But
and
then
strange,
I
man.
bought
Welcome to the good
Gjallarhorn
life.
from Zur, but thinking about it, I'm like, man, that takes up an exotic slot in my heavy, or exotic in my heavy slot.
That's why no
I'm
one
like,
bought it.
Yeah, I'm like, I bought it, but I never used it. I never knew how powerful it was because around the same time,
why'd you buy it?
Just to have it, yeah, just to get it. I'm just like, I can afford it. Why not? It's exotic. But around the same
reason he
time,
bought his Lamborghini.
Lamborghini, damn, I won't be able to afford to drive a Lamborghini if I had one. But
Just buy me
I think
one.
around the same time, how far into Destiny did Zur sell Gjallarhorn? It was
That first
week
time?
2?
Yeah, it was week
Yeah.
2.
week 2. I was about to say it was pretty early on. Around the same time, I got Hawkmoon, and I was so
Oh,
pumped
fuck
because
you.
Hovey had Hawkmoon like week 1,
Fuck
and
him
I got
too.
Hawkmoon like 2 weeks later, and we were just unstoppable in skirmish. So I was like, this is awesome.
I got Hawkmoon from Crota. I know that.
From Crota.
And I got Gjallarhorn from the Death Singers.
Remember when Robbie
That's where mine
V
came from. Destiny.
Robbie V could not get a Hawkmoon, and when he finally got it, it was like a week after they nerfed it. Like, he called it too. He called it. He was like depressed now.
So my old guild leader, Great American Hero, you the man, he got his Hawkmoon. He stayed up for like 36 hours the first night or something and played. And when I woke up the next day and came in, he was sporting a Hawkmoon. And I was like,
wow.
He never took that thing off, like even after it was nerfed. Like,
dude, it was a good
I
time.
mean, Hawkmoon never
Nasty.
got like bad though, right? Like it was kind of like I was saying with some of the other things. It was definitely worse than it was, so people thought it was bad, but it was never like unusable. Like it was always a good gun.
Like, you were still able to hit your shots. It just, what did they do to it? It was with lucky bullets.
well, they killed
no.
the range on exotic hand cannons.
That's right.
But to be fair, they were like scout rifles in early.
Oh,
games.
it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Just got rid of scout rifles and everything would have been fine.
I remember the
That's
first
kind
time.
of true, actually.
The first time that Clawman kind of like grabbed, I think it was TV, Hovey, and I, and just kind of plunged us into scrimmages against like the top players during the time.
Is that
Up
when
against,
you?
like,
Is that
BSK
when
and all
you?
those guys?
Is that when you made it into Triple Rex?
Triple Rex montage? Yeah. me
Was it you and
I think.
TV got collided?
Yeah. Yep. It was that day, so they threw us against.
It's my favorite montage, and that's why.
Dude, it saddens me a little bit.
Toxic.
Bit toxic, dude. But we were up against Invigorate, and they decided not to use any of the meta weapons during the time, and it was they were using Fate Bringers on us and just owning with us. That's how great like hand cannons were. Like,
So
you think of Fate Bringer, you think of running PvE.
So
right?
what you're saying is that Resolute was put together to be the sweaty PvP clan that we all thought that everyone thinks we are, but you guys blew it, and so now we're a family-friendly clan.
we blew it real bad because like
happened.
during the time I didn't really like. I don't know how to explain it. I was so casual during the time, but then Claudeman's like, "You're a good player. Let's get in there." I'm like, huh? It was before MTAS joined, so he probably would have been put in before me. But I think Hovey's the one who put me up to it. He's like, "I get Menagerie," and I'm just like, "Huh?" My best weapon I was using it during the time was a freaking 3 little words pulse rifle.
Oh yeah.
And I wasn't really using hand cannons a lot because I was still addicted to that. But I was jumping back and forth between that and
Well,
Hawkmoon.
also
but I'm pretty
because-
sure you weren't allowed to use Hawkmoon.
because
you weren't allowed to
pistols-
use exotics.
Pistols and handguns have never, like, no other big FPS had good. They were always like,
There was one.
what?
Motherfucking Halo.
I knew you were going to say that too.
Yeah.
All right, that's fair.
That thing was
rolling
fucking
pistol.
mean. However,
It
when they
was
took
the
the
best.
when they took the scope off of it, that happened, right? Did they change it eventually in like
And
Halo 2.
If
Halo
it
2,
didn't,
they-
what
they
happens to the
crippled
rest
shit
of
out
the
it.
things you were about to say?
Does your whole story rest on? Yeah.
We just retconned Wilson's entire story.
Oh no.
I'm gonna go sit in the corner. Love you guys.
So anyway, I guess we'll finish off the TWAB here because actually, it now goes into. They talk a little bit about the Guardian Con stream, which they Bungie. I think we talked about this last week. Still, right? Bungie broke Dr. Lupo's block record of 356,000 for the Guardian Con charity stream, and they did 406,000 in their 4-hour slot, which was a new record. I believe that we talked about that on last week's podcast.
Yes.
And that is what Bungie talks about here. It's raised $3.7 million already, and they're having Bungie Day on July 7th, which is next Sunday, not this coming Sunday, but the Sunday following. They're going to try to raise $77,000 for the Bungie Foundation. So donors who contribute $50 or more between now and July 14th will receive a redeemable code for the System of Peace emblem. So do that.
I think that's for.
I want it.
That's
Yeah.
for the Laptops for Kids. I think Foundation is what it was.
I don't know because I'm bad at hosting a podcast. Yes, iPads for Kids program.
Boom.
So if you're a kid, you want an iPad, just donate 50. No, it doesn't work like that.
Jesus.
But no, they do a lot of good stuff. It's for a good cause, and you get some swag, in-game swag for it. So go about that. But 3 days after Bungie broke Dr. Lupo's record, he comes out to close out. Mana's eating.
Yo, what you eating, dog?
What are you eating?
Don't hide it, provide it.
James literally sat down next to me with like salsa and cheese and chips. So I'm like,
still waiting for Sam. Sam said she was baking you brownies for the podcast. Was it brownies?
Special brown. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. No, they're just gonna probably be some regular ones. But yeah, man, what was it? Hide it, provide it. Don't hide it. What you working on?
Oh, you didn't say it? And
No,
he
I
just
didn't.
sat down next to me. There's just chips and salsa. So
Nice, respect.
he was hungry, so he's
Hell
watching
yeah,
the podcast.
yeah.
So
So that's why I
anyway,
muted myself, so you guys don't hear the crunch.
so on the final block of the Guardian Con stream, Dr. Lupo, in 4 hours and 30 minutes, he went a little over $920,000
What?
Insane
in his
So
block.
He almost raised $1 million by himself, man.
Dude, he was reading out so many donations. Like, it got to the point where his character was just sitting at like the pre-lobby, and like it was insane, man. Like,
Dude,
I had the pleasure tuning in for like the last hour of it, dude, and I was absolutely floored.
Whenever the streamer, like, if streamer just gets a influx of just crazy amounts of donations, they just stop and they just start reading it, and you get hyped because they're trying to catch up, and then more and more people start donating, and they just like they're trying to keep up and all that. It's like a hype moment almost.
Yeah.
Dude, there was multiple 40K bomb donation drops.
There
like,
were. I'm gonna try to find. He had posted.
Kudos to those people.
Absolutely. Lupo had posted a picture, and it was of his stream, and he had the top 10 or top 15 donators on the side of it. And I'm trying to find. I don't know where it's at, but I mean, the top two were both anonymous. It was like 50
That's
and
what I'm
40,000. They were both anonymous. But then you had, I think Ninja don't quote me on the amounts, but Ninja donated like $20,000. I can hear Mana chewing. CC Coon donated thousands of dollars. State Farm donated like $15,000.
That's true. State Farm.
I believe they sponsored Lupo. If I'm not mistaken.
Just to clarify, like, we're not trying to like diminish other donations. If you showed up, if you watched, if you retweeted, if you even told someone about Guardian Con, like, way to represent the gaming community in an awesome way. It was cool to be a part of that. Thanks, baby.
Yeah,
she brought me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, no brownies. So just hold your horses.
Hold your horses.
But no, I mean, that's like you said, anything that had anything, even if you thought about it, like, you were a part of it. It's a huge deal. I mean, $3.7 million, and we're not done. I mean, why are you guys both turning off your cameras? We still have, they still.
I feel like I'm feeding my face,
homie. You can do satellite things. They keep doing stuff.
Let us Augustus Gloop this bitch.
Oh my god, I hate everybody on this podcast. Mark, thank you for saving me today. But anyway,
I just wanted to fit in. I'll just shut mine off too.
So anyway, on the Guardian Con topic, this is where like I waited for Mana to be here and he's not even participating. So Guardian Con is this coming week for anyone who may not know. It is next Friday and Saturday, July 5th and 6th. And it is shaping up to be like bigger and better than any of the previous ones. I mean, they have Gearbox has a presentation both days. Borderlands 3 will be playable. Bungie is there officially. I'm sure they'll have something up their sleeves. Sea of Thieves is now putting on a tournament during Guardian Con. Respawn is putting on an Apex Legends tournament during Guardian Con. I believe Warframe is going to be there. I mean, it's legit, you know.
Wow.
Who else is going to be there?
Bigger, like con, like a legit con now. Like it's crazy. I guess you can actually call it legit con like almost 2 years ago, but like now it's like getting recognition.
Like, well, yeah, before it was like they just put it together, which was still great, but now you have legit big development companies participating officially, like an official capacity.
Last time I went, like 2 years ago, what was it like? It was like Scuff and a bunch of like vendors, but nothing like huge, like developer wise, like other like game companies and all that. So it's pretty crazy. Like it's kind of cool watching it grow to be what it is.
And
I'm sad. I'm sad that you didn't go last year.
Yeah,
could have touched your butt
multiple times,
consensually, of course. Like,
oh,
just watch the beginning of the show. You'll see that it wouldn't have been consensually.
Oh God, what did I miss?
Man, are you pro
pro
pervert
pervert.
or anti pervert?
What?
What is this a trick?
How did I even get started on that?
Is there a like? I'm just not going to answer. I don't know. I feel like it's a trap. I feel like I'm being trapped right now.
We know that. I mean, you just answered for yourself.
I just looked at chat. And the first thing Gorgnak says does that have anything to do with?
No.
It may or may not.
That's just him, just being him.
Okay.
I feel like that kind of comes with pervertism.
Pervertism.
Is that did I invent a word?
He's starting a church.
The Church of Pervertism.
Oh no!
Oh my God.
This has gone too far. This has gone too far.
Actually, no, never mind. I was about to say that's the name of the episode, but never mind. Maybe
No, the name of the episode should definitely be Digital Discharge.
Yeah, I should. Yeah.
Have you ever, Manna? Have you ever experienced an electronically an ETD? Have you ever had an ETD?
Maybe.
That would be an electronically transmitted disease. One of the main symptoms is digital discharge. That's why, as I explained to the audience earlier, that's why Lego's unable to be here. He has a severe case of digital discharge.
Quality content.
That's right.
Huh.
But anyway, so we're really excited. Unfortunately, Wilson and Lego are unable to make it this year. But we're not that anybody is going to remember that I even said this, but we're going to make it a point that the entire cast goes next year so that we can, I don't know, we'll do something. But the little announcement we have, Man and I will, in fact, be in Florida, among some other rezos that we will talk about that in a second. We're going to have a little conversation, but we just wanted to say that on Saturday, July 6th, time and place, pay attention to our Twitter. We'll announce that probably closer to the date. But we're going to have a small RezoCast meetup. Anybody that you guys listen to us, you want to talk to us, you want to hang out, stop by. Like I said, we'll let you know on Twitter and probably during next week's episode, even though Man and I will already be in Florida. Wilson and Lego will let you guys know. But it is also, we picked Saturday because Saturday is also my birthday. So we're going to all be out. Actually, a whole bunch of people from Resolute. If you know
better
anyone
fucking
they're a
FaceTime
fan.
me. You better FaceTime me.
I'm going
So
to
what
ball
we're
time
saying
you.
is-
You're going to be like,
I'm
oh,
gonna-
look. You're going to be like, oh, look, it's Hove. And it's just going to be my balls.
I'm talking
We'll just-
FaceTime. Hope's talking dick pics over here.
We'll just like get you a FaCetime. You can
Yes.
just
Yeah,
the
A
whole
little
time.
GoPro.
Mount me on Hope's chest.
Rig up a
like a
GoPro.
POV cam.
Right on my forehead.
Right here.
Yeah. I want that POV.
Yeah, we can get you propped in there.
Dude,
Like a
I'll
miner
fit-
helmet.
Dude,
But,
it's just like tape, just like.
No, in all
just have the camera.
in all seriousness, like I said, it's only me and Mana this year, but we wanted to do something. So since we know for sure we're going to be out Saturday night, if anybody, if you guys listen to us at all, you want to come out and have a good time, we'd love to meet anybody. even if we already know you, come out.
Yeah,
we'll
come
probably
out.
tell you anyway. But
Get
I
a
would
drink or something.
seriously.
Let's chat.
One of my favorite parts about Guardian Con are the few times I have run into people and they either recognized us from watching the podcast or just after introducing ourselves, and they go, "Oh, like you guys are on RezoCast. Like, I listen." That is like the most humbling, coolest thing that's ever happened. Like, we just do this, even if nobody listened to us, literally 0 people. Like, I just like we have fun hanging out and talking about this game and electronically transmitted diseases. But for that to happen, that is one of the coolest things, and we appreciate you guys and anyone who wants to show up. We would love to see you. So pay attention to our Twitter in next week's episode, and we'll let you know exactly when and where. But Saturday, July 6th, somewhere in Orlando, come celebrate my birthday and electronically transmitted diseases with Hove,
which
and
you can't
Menagerie.
catch in real life. No crunch berries.
You guys are safe.
You cannot. Yeah.
There will be no. We will not be chatting on Facecam, so you cannot catch.
Just
you cannot catch the crunch berries.
We'll be in person, so you'll be safe.
You'll be susceptible to way worse.
Alcohol keeps it away too, just in case it's infectious. So
Last year
we'll be hovering around alcohol a lot.
Yeah, and he didn't announce this. I blow the top off this, but Hove is actually setting up a kissing booth.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Nice.
Yeah.
Man,
that's good content.
Me up. That's good.
All kissing booth donations will 100% go to the charity. Right?
The charity.
You're doing
it will go to the charity. The only win.
You're doing a noble thing.
And the charity. Yeah.
But yeah.
What was it? The charity of the Church of
Pervertism.
Pervertism.
All donations will go to the pervertism.
I feel like this is bad. I feel like I should have brought it back up.
This has evolved fast.
You know, Lego, wherever he is having heart murmurs every time we do this. Like, he's like, what are they doing to the podcast?
Yeah. But no, we're gonna have
ratings.
Besides that, there's a bunch of people from the clan going. Just in our house, there's myself and Mana, Wendler, Claw, River, and Loki, who I believe are both here in chat.
Always.
Mark, Mr. MarkSquare will be there.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but not Wilson.
You better FaceTime me like
I'm gonna
every
just
day.
Show you my balls.
When you
every day.
Every day.
Wake up. When you wake up in the morning,
different stages.
You FaceTime me and put me on the pillow next to you. All right, every morning.
All right. No Time. Eggplant
Having
King.
palpitation.
They're all coming. Ramblin' is also staying in our house. He's not
is
technically a part of the clan, but he's a friend.
We're
so
keeping him?
Yeah, we're keeping him this year. The first year we kind of
kidnapped him. The first year,
the first year we kind of
around.
kidnapped him. He came back. He was super tired, and like had just had a long flight.
On my shoulder
we just met him. He fell asleep on Mana's shoulder. Went back to our house.
That's adorable.
And he just got into. We were just like, just
someone's
pick,
bed.
Just pick a bed, and he was just sleeping. So this year he's there officially. He's gonna be staying with us. So we'll be with Ram too. So it's gonna be a good time. There's many other Rezo people going. I know Yam and Ketch and Nerd Nurse, and if I forget you, I'm sorry. This is off the top of
Yam
my
and
head.
Ketch are going. Oh.
Yeah, and not you still.
They're on a different continent, and they managed to.
God.
Wilson just logged off.
Just
I'm
tears.
kidding, I didn't.
Just so you can't see the tears.
Oh, dude.
So, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I got to spend a flight down there with I have to see Wendler at 3 a.m. So,
and I have to get to him earlier because I'm meeting up at his place, and then we're all heading down to Hove. So,
and then we're gonna sit at my house. Well, park at my house, drive to the airport, and I'll fly down. I was talking to Claw, and he goes, "What time are you getting in?" I said, "We're all gonna be there. The flight lands at 7:30." He was like, "Who's we?" And I was like, "Me, Mana, and Wenny." He was like, "You guys coordinated flights?" And I was like, "No, we're all on the same flight. Like you do remember that we all live by each other, right?"
No wonder
we coordinated.
Yeah.
No wonder it's so easy for you guys. You got the fucking buddy system. I'm looking out my damn window. The best thing I have is look for UFOs and hear crazy stories from the fucking lady next to me that talked about she had a dream that the plane crashed the night before. Of course it's easy for you guys. You got the buddy system. I'm in a fucking bucket full of strangers.
Bucket full of
Sorry, all right.
strangers.
I had to get that out.
Well, that's
all
why
right?
we want you to come.
When you get there, no more stranger.
Phrasing.
The stranger.
No. Also, River just let me know in chat. Also, Beautiful Dust and Tech Doc are also both going.
And all these peoples.
There's so many.
All these lovely people.
So
Random question: is Destiny servers back up yet?
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
James nonchalantly wrote it on his phone and viewed it. He's like, questions to ask.
Nice. Cool.
So yeah, we'll be there. I mean, if anyone wants to hit us up and just see where we're at, myself, Mana, and Wenny will be there 7:30 a.m. on Wednesday. So we'll be there for a while. So we'll be.
I'll
looking
be
at a few
there,
things.
and I'm already sunburnt, by the way. I haven't been there. Can
And
you guys see it?
if
I wore
you're-
glasses. Can you see the line
Yeah,
across my face?
you look like a raccoon.
I hate it.
I feel you. Oh,
And
dude,
I need to
feel
fry
you,
my
dude.
face before I go down there to try to fix it.
I can't not wear sunglasses. It's impossible.
And a couple
day
other
long.
people.
Sad
For
about
anyone who wants to see super Holly people, Apollo himself will be there. At
Yo,
Guardian
did you see
Con.
that sniper clip that he posted the other day?
Did you see the sniper clip I posted?
I did.
I
It
did.
was.
I
Which
saw
one?
that.
Both.
Which one did
Moist.
you see?
It was hot.
All of them.
The one that was
I don't blame
edited.
you, Mana.
No, I did actually.
Oh, I had the one
Did
that
I
was
not
3
link it?
clips, and then I had the one that was just
Yeah.
1 clip. Yeah.
Three
Anyway, go ahead,
clips
Wilson.
is
I'm
the one I
sorry.
saw. No, I'm just saying Apollo had
Watch-
this nasty.
Watch the
nasty
new one.
Tweet.
Mine's nasty.
Dude,
It's
I'm
as
just
nasty
saying.
as digital discharge.
And that's pretty nasty.
Hits you in the crunch berries.
Yeah, right in the crunch berry.
Damn.
Right in the crunch berries.
Right?
I'm hyping him up.
Oh.
I thought it was sick. All right.
One more. I'm sorry, John.
The circle is
PDP Impound
complete.
will also
Yeah.
be there.
Or the
I
square.
can't believe I forgot about John.
Yeah.
Good old John. Man, all the lovelies.
Oh yeah.
Dan Drumstone. I talked to Dan today. He said, "I'm gonna hug you so hard," and I said, "Yes."
Ooh.
I love Dan. If anyone doesn't know Dan,
Yes.
random shout out.
I don't know, Dan.
Dan Drumstone. Was last year the first year you went, Mark?
To Guardian
To Guardian
Con?
Con.
Yes. I've always been a PAX West.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dan he actually did our intro music for the
Oh,
podcast.
I love your intro music. Yeah.
He's a
really great.
amazing drummer. He has a drum stream that he does. I believe it's just twitch.tv/Dan Drumstone. He does drum lessons, or at least used to. He's one of the nicest people I've ever. Like, he makes Lego look like a pervert. That's how
Wow.
nice he is. Lego is like the
Holy
cardinal.
shit.
He's like the cardinal of the Church of Pervertism compared to Dan.
Hey, easy.
Is that a good
Whoa,
thing?
whoa. Don't go taking my spot now.
He also a couple
I'm
years
the
ago.
founder. All right, I'm the what do they call that? The high priest.
Oh, are you the Pope?
The Pope.
Is the PT Cruiser going to be called the Pope Mobile?
We can make it happen. It has a sunroof.
Done.
But
no,
what's your
he-
hat going to
he-
be shaped like?
A penis for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, there's no
phallic.
other right
Phallic.
answer.
It's actually just going to be a helmet with a dildo suction cupped right.
Visual.
I'm sorry, Lego. When you listen to this,
You
I'm
broke
sorry.
Mark.
I
You
do.
broke Mark.
I do want to point out, Lego, if you're listening to this, I have been pretty on topic today.
You have been PG-13 tonight. It's true.
Maybe not PG-13, but
Am I being
new
the? Am I being
very-
the? Am I being the pervert
TV
tonight?
mature.
no, Mana came on and just fucked everything up.
Oops.
But last thing, Dan also did. I believe it was the year you were there, Mana. Do you remember when Bones and Daddy Fat Snaps did that rap, and Dan played the drums for it?
When was this again?
Guardian Con. Were you there the year they had the tournament?
No. Oh yeah. Okay,
Yeah, on
I know
that
what you're
same
talking about. I know what
stage.
you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yep.
Please go check out Dan. I don't get to talk to him much, but I love that dude. He is one of the nicest people ever.
There's like, hear me out. There's nice people, and then there's sincere people. Dan is sincere, like wholesome, hearty, like makes the conversation that you have with him, you
And
feel
just has a big
appreciated.
smile on his face the whole
You
time.
feel
like,
appreciated in that you actually just had a conversation with somebody. Amazing individual. Cannot hype him up enough.
Amazing musician.
Amazing drummer. Yes, musician. Great guy. Can't hype him up enough.
I can't wait to meet him.
Yeah,
Dude.
he's. I really
I
do.
can't
like,
wait for you to
he's-
meet him. Like,
Yeah.
genuine.
I can't wait for you to meet
genuine.
him. Shit.
No, I
Genuine.
I
feel
said
left
this.
out every time it happens.
I said this last year. As
Full
much
square.
as I look forward to Guardian Con, I'm just as excited for the people that are going either for the first time or meeting people that, like last year, Wilson. Remember I told you like I'm just as excited for you guys to get to experience, like, not even the con itself, but hanging out with all these people and you know, getting to hang out with Mark and Mana and Claw and just all these different people. It's fantastic. So
I got to hug Briar for like 20 seconds IRL.
Oh, I'm so sad that Briar's not going.
I know, dude.
I almost had him.
None of the DCP guys, like none of them were.
None, I don't think.
Damn.
Briar almost. We had talked about. I sent him the info on the house. Even though DCP wasn't going, he was trying. He was thinking about coming down because we were going, and it fell through. But I'm very sad that I don't get to hug Briar again. Briar is like, I don't even know. Talk about someone again that's just kind of like. He's just so
Genuine
loud and
dude.
boisterous, and he just makes you. Yeah, he's a good dude.
His happiness is contagious.
I was about to say his loud laughing is really just like it makes you smile. You know,
He's a great guy, man. Genuine, another genuine soul.
I just want to point out for anyone who hasn't listened to this before, the absolute amazing flexibility and diversity of the way we do things on this podcast, because we just went from suction cup dildo on your forehead to genuine, happy, smiling people and how great people are in like the span of like 2 minutes.
It's like we're 14. We're unpredictable. You know, one moment we can surprise you, the next we're disappointed.
Also, speaking of ages, do any of you guys know how old I'm going to be next Saturday?
Ooh.
I do.
You're
That's because you told me like 2 days ago.
You've known
celebrating.
multiple.
You're clearly celebrating your 22nd birthday.
22.
Listen, you guys don't have to sweet talk me if you want to get in my pants, all right?
Okay. 340.
I know that.
Believe me, it's not that hard.
I think you're
You should know because we're almost the same
34?
damn age.
34.
I will be 34.
I was gonna say 33.
34.
Because that's slightly. It's like the Price is Right rule. You know, you just bid one lower. Those jerks.
Then
I'm such a youngin. My God.
A youngin? Like a funyin?
Youngin. Yeah.
You're artificial.
Funyuns are delicious.
They are.
You're a
Both
youngin.
can't do Funyuns.
In the
I'm a
Menagerie. I
youngin,
can't
man.
do Funyuns.
You're still
disgusting.
carrying everyone that you've.
No, man.
If I eat too many Funyuns at the same time, it hurts my mouth.
You weren't here for that story? About
No,
how
that
one
was
time,
in
Youngins
PSN
are Funyuns?
one night.
one time when I was a kid, I slept over at my buddy's house. It was him, two brothers. I slept over their house, and it was one of the first times, like, we were pretty young. I don't know how old, but like first time, like, yeah, can I go sleep over so-and-so's house? And we did, so you want to stay up all night and everything. And when his parents went to bed, the only snacks we could find, and we stayed up all night playing video games and eating, were Funyuns and a giant bag of Nestle Crunch Bars.
Ooh.
So I just ate
nice.
Funyun. No.
Oh,
Think
it's
about
weird.
just eating
Yes.
Funyuns and Nestle Crunch Bars until you like feel like
Sounds
you're
like a good time.
No.
Dude,
Maybe not
I'm on it.
afterwards. I mean, you
I'm
probably
on
had
it.
like Pepsi and stuff to drink too, didn't
Probably,
you?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I felt real
All
sick.
night mixed together, yeah.
Yeah, so I
They
can't do
really
Funyuns anymore. Another good story, quickly. I might have told you guys this one last week, but Spaceballs made me think of it. Did I tell you about the kind of Spaceballs
camera?
deja vu I had with the camera?
Yeah.
Okay, I did. That was
Last week.
Mark, quickly. I'll tell you. So a couple of my coworkers were sitting at work, and our boss tapped into the security cameras for that store because we were opening a new store, and it was right above them, and he was looking at them, and he screenshotted it and sent it to them on their phones and said, he's like, our boss is real cool. He was just fucking with them, and he was like, oh yeah, working hard my ass. And the one sees it, and he shows the other one, and he goes, look at this picture, and he's laughing, and he goes, who is that? And he goes, that's us, Phil. And he goes, when? And he goes, now. All I could think of was Spaceballs. And he's like, that was then. This is now. He was. That's all I could think of.
Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah.
Boss Man's in chat.
Uh-oh.
Hey, I'm the
Don't say
boss
anything
man.
more about
I am the
new
boss
trade
man.
we're starting.
Lego,
Boss man.
how is your ETD? Has the digital discharge gone away? Are you feeling better?
Has it cleared up?
Yeah. Has it? Did you use the cream I gave you?
What's the
Wait,
special?
what he said?
Did no one
Wait,
tweet to
what?
Lego? I'm really upset that nobody tweeted to Lego.
Also,
if we had the
Hostile
power
Galaxy.
to make people tweet, that would be pretty scary, actually.
Oh yeah, Lego. I mean, heads up, you might have something from Hove. Like just saying.
Wait,
It's contracted digitally.
It's infectious through interwebs.
that's fair.
That's fair.
So I know Wilson. I know you're going to be getting out of here. Is there anything else anybody would like to bring up, whether it's Destiny or gaming or anything really? I like to talk about anything and everything.
Let's talk about
Sex.
Sex, baby. Let's talk about you. And clearly, me and Hove share the same mind. I'm just saying, like, it's like that. I don't even know where to go from there.
I should have expected that, honestly.
Other than I should probably wind down and get ready for bed because I get up super early in the morning. So I'm gonna real quick.
Wait, let's just see if he really wants to say something. Otherwise, we'll just all sign off now. Lego wants to see your crotch again, Nana. And then,
yes.
What were you going to say? Let's talk about what?
All right, so... Hold on a second. Let me just...
Loosen the drawstring.
Yeah. Oh, there's my stack. Don't look at those. I'm sorry. Unprofessional. Unprofessional showing my food. As I'm showing me my crotch.
Yeah.
But, so just gaming related. So I brought home 2 Xbox 360s and like 80+ games over the weekend. So my uncle went to one of those bigger flea markets and just found a bunch of things for super cheap, and just like he's like, hey, my whatever, like nephews, nieces, cousins, whatever. Yeah, we got a few youngsters running around every time we get together. So we're like, no, they'll appreciate it. So last week it was just a random picnic we were having, and he comes up to me. He's like, "Want to test these out?" It was me and only my little cousin during that time because the other ones are out yonder. But we're like, sure. So we go into the back room, and there's just boxes upon boxes. There's a crate here. I can show you the crate. Hold on a second. Look at these games.
While he's running away, Wilson, why don't you tell us where they can find you, and then you can bounce out of here.
You can find me at the flea market looking for old games again, dude. I used to do that all the time. Look for like Nintendo, Super Nintendo games. You'd find some.
Look, it's just a crate full of games.
Hell yeah,
wow.
dude.
Look at this.
Awesome.
Wow. The milk right there.
Yeah.
The scene got like super blown up or whatever. So like there's like tons of people going to the flea markets looking for like retro games and stuff. See if he's got some retro in there, Mana. Like some NES, SNES. That's what you need to get back on.
Right now, it's just that's just completely all Xbox 360 right now. But he also told me to get him a list and you write up like what games to go looking for and whatnot. So I'm like, interesting. And I don't know why he's one of those like wizards at finding anything.
Always gets the deal.
Yeah.
Always gets the deal.
He's one of those great wizards. He just has his garage is just full of just random crap because like he buys it super cheap. He's like, that's worth a lot of money, and you're selling it for nothing. That's mine now.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I found some crazy deals. Like I found like some kilns and like other like crazy like glass blowing equipment that people were just like, I don't know what the fuck this is. Like I'll pay you to take it, and I'm like, okay. Yeah, no, but seriously, I gotta jet. I love you, chat listeners. You guys are amazing. I hope a lot of you make it out to Guardian Con to see these wonderful people. And we appreciate your support. And if you want to tweet me your Guardian Con pictures and make me sad for not going this year, you can find me on Twitter at Ryu Wilson. That's RYU Wilson. Love you long time. Mark, thank you so much for coming on, man.
Yeah.
You're a gem in the community.
Oh, thanks.
And we love you.
I love you.
All right, guys.
It's hot.
Peace.
Wow,
You jealous, Hope? Hope's jealous. I'm going to leave it on that. I love you.
All right, peace. Oh, wow, he's outie. Okay. I didn't get to say bye. I feel like a bad person.
So I was going to see if we wanted to do, since we have had people ask, and now I can't find the site I used to use. I was going to do a Mad Lib.
Oh, boy.
And I can't.
We haven't done those in a quick minute.
Yeah, I can't find the site I used to use that like you could fill it out and it would do it for you. And now I'm really, really upset, actually. That makes me sad.
Indubitably. So, what have you guys been talking about before I joined? Outside of something about
pervertism?
Pervertism, yeah. Outside of that, what did I miss?
Pretty much most of the show.
Damn.
Savage.
Well,
I was like 33 minutes late.
do you
I'm
remember?
sorry.
It was definitely more than 33, but
I had 33 and a half.
yeah, it was more. So do you remember last time when we decided that crunch berries were an STD?
Yes, yeah.
Well, that's how we came about. I asked Mark how his crunch berries were going, and then
And I said, I thought you were the one with crunch.
so then we decided on electronically transmitted diseases, which is an ETD, and one of the symptoms is digital discharge, which sounds A, gross, and B, like a late 90s, early 2000s boy band song, right?
So wait, so what are the diseases called? That's just a symptom. Are there specific names?
I don't know. You're the mana gaper. I feel like you would be.
Oh God.
I mean, I do not believe I ever gave someone an electronically. What is it again? Electronically
transmitted disease.
Transmitted disease.
Yeah.
We're gonna need to flesh out the grimoire.
Like, how is it? Is it strictly through the internet that you can get them?
No, and it's electronic, mana.
Anything electronic, so you can just
through the phone.
Like, dang.
Yeah, like.
I mean,
like Soldier Boy ruined his career, kissed me through the phone, and then his whole career was over.
he got an ETD.
This is what happened.
Damn.
Okay.
Well, now I'm just gonna. You just ruined my gaming career now. What if people can do that? Send those instead of like, like hitting like what is it? DDoS.
Oh.
Can you imagine?
Oh.
It's like, I'm gonna give that guy an ETD. Bastard.
I would argue that DDoSing is an ETD.
I mean,
ETD. Yeah, that's it.
I know it's weird. I don't know. For some reason I can't just think of it immediately.
It's because E and D. It's usually D for erectile dysfunction.
Yeah,
that's why it's stuck in there.
It's weird. Anyways, hey, so I don't know where this stream's going. So, Hove, what's up? How you doing?
Well, no, I found.
Are you still searching for it?
I found what I was looking for.
He's been googling porn this whole time.
So we're gonna quickly do a Mad Lib. Chat, if you just want to start throwing out, let us know. Verb, noun, adjective, whatever. Just start throwing out some words. We'll try to use them. We're gonna go through here. This one's not too bad. We're gonna start with you, Mana.
Oh God.
The name of this one is. Do you want to know the name of it now, or do you just want the words to be completely random and then we'll get to that? I'll give you the name later.
All right, fine.
So we need a verb present tense ending in ing.
For present tense?
Yeah.
So like humping.
Humming? Or
humping?
Humping? Good.
Yes. better word.
Mark, a plural noun.
Let's see. Flan.
What?
Is that plural? Flans?
Yeah, it's multiple flans.
What does that even mean?
Never mind, that wasn't my word.
Oh, touche.
Now listen, I can't see chat because I have the Mad Lib over chat, so you guys can go ahead and pick some words out of there if you would like. It's up to you.
Okay, someone said brownie. Gorniak said brownie. I like that one.
Okay.
Brownie.
I need a plural noun. I'm gonna go with cock rings. Mana, another ing verb.
Oh God.
Rotating.
Look at Matt Grundy's ing verb.
Wow. Mark, another plural noun.
Another plural noun. I can think it's flan now. Let's see.
Just look around the room. That's what I always do.
Okay. They're all bad. Okay. Yeti microphones.
Ooh, is that like? That's a two-worder. That's intense.
Can you do it?
Nice.
Can you handle that?
I can do it. I need a verb, present tense, ending in ing. I'm going to go with canoodling. Man, I need a base form verb.
Base form.
Just like run.
Lick.
Yeah, that works.
Oh, gotcha. I need to go back to school, I think.
Mark, we need an adjective.
I haven't Googled up on my fourth. I'm like, now and have adjective just to make sure I understand. That's why if you saw my screen or my face get brighter, I was Googling things real quick.
Find out what this is. Okay, let's see. Oh, I'm totally failing at this Mad Lib.
It's intense the first time around.
What is it?
Jiggly? Jiggly?
That works.
Thank you, River.
Wait, what was that for?
An adjective.
Oh, okay.
I need a base form verb. I'm gonna go with fondle. Mana,
Nice.
I need another ing verb.
Man, thrusting.
Good man. Mark, another adjective.
Quietly? No, gently.
That's an adverb.
Oh, crap.
I'm impressed. You knows that stuff
Gentle. Gentle would be an adjective.
Gentle? Okay, let's go there.
I need a noun.
I'm Googling this up right now.
I'm going to go with...
I'm so embarrassed.
Leotard. Mana, I need a base form verb.
Let's go with twerk.
My man. Mark, I just need a noun. Regular old noun.
Oh, thank you for slowing across the plate. I appreciate that. Let's go with fleshlight.
All right. Now he's getting it. We're a little bit over halfway. I need a base form verb. I'm going to go with tickle.
Nice.
Mana, adjective.
What are those again?
It's a descriptor, like quiet,
Descriptor.
hot, smelly.
Slushy?
Sure. Mark, another noun. We got about 10 left.
Okay, duck.
I need a base form verb. I'm going to go with spank. Man, I need a noun.
Now, can I use names for nouns? Is that a proper noun?
I mean, it might work, but the chances of it might not work. It might make no sense at all. So it's up to you. I would say it's probably not going to be funny, but you're used to that.
I'm going to use it because I'm going to cheese it. Sputnik.
Mark, a verb, base form verb.
Let's see. I'm gonna get one from in here. Insert.
I need an adjective. I'm gonna go with.
Thank you, Gorniak.
What's a good adjective? There's so many good adjectives, and I can't think of any of them. I'm gonna go with manly. Man, I need another adjective. We're almost there.
Deep.
Mark, verb ending in ing.
Let's see. Paddling.
This is going to be interesting. I feel.
Noun for me. I'm going to go with hot dogs. Mana.
Yeah, interesting.
Verb ending in ing.
Present though? Is that still?
I mean, ing is present. I don't know why they put both.
Verb ing. Choking.
No.
Is that no? That's an adjective.
No, you're right. I'm just
to choke
where your
like.
head's at. Mark, plural noun. And we're almost done. Two more.
See.
Gorniak is just flooding chat with words.
Yeah. Is a fart a noun? You can't see it. It is a thing.
Yeah. I need
it's an entity.
I need an ing verb. I'm gonna go with
Did that go from like R rating to like PG-13 really quickly?
I don't know. I'm just lost. I don't know.
We've thought of a lot of words. Gaping.
Ooh, no.
Cognac is at it again.
Yeah, let me get one out of chat. Fisting.
I knew you were gonna. I saw it. I'm like, he's gonna go for that.
And last one, man, I need a noun.
Noun. Bottle.
That's a lame way to end.
I don't know. I saw a Malibu bottle on
All
my
right,
desk.
we're ready to go. The name of this Mad Lib is What Christmas Means to Me.
Oh boy.
We just violated Saint Nick.
Twice.
It starts out for some reason. It says, "Oh yeah." Candles humping low, lots of brownies, lots of snow and ice everywhere we go. Cock rings, rotating Yeti microphones right outside my door.
Right outside.
All these things and more. That's what Christmas means to me, my love. Oh yeah, hey hey, yeah yeah yeah.
Is this like a hip hop song?
Yeah. And you know what I mean. I see your canoodling face like I've never seen before. Even though I lick you madly, it seems I lick you more. And jiggly cards you give me will fondle my heart for sure. All these things and more. That's what Christmas means to me, my love. Oh yeah, haha.
I can't. Why is that part funny?
Yeah.
I feel like thrusting wild, as anxious as a gentle leotard. Twerk you beneath the fleshlight.
Oh, jeez.
tickle you once and then some more, and wish you a slushy Christmas, baby. And such duck in the coming year. Let's spank the halls with Sputnik. Insert sweet manly nights. Fill the tree with angel hair and deep pretty lights. Go to sleep and wake up just before daylight. All these things and more. That's what Christmas means to me. Yada yada yada. Yeah, baby, baby. Candles paddling low. Lots and lots of snow. Christmas hot dogs are choking. Christmas hot dogs are choking. Christmas fart fisting. Christmas fart fisting. Woo. Christmas bottle. Hey, that's it.
Oh my god.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Well,
Oh yeah, baby. I feel like that's like the chorus line with Lil Jon in the back. Yeah, baby.
That'll be a whole time of year ruin for.
Or Toad from Mario Party. Yeah, baby.
Much
Because
right.
I swear to God, Lil Jon got it from Toad. Okay, I swear to God.
Very
Mario Party
last
4.
thing.
Just play it.
Oh gosh.
Very quickly, because I actually forgot about this because I'm bad and wanted to do a Mad Lib. We do have a couple community questions real fast.
We did the Mad Lib before that.
We're going to skip the one about killing each other because they want to hear Lego's answer. Well, we'll give you, Mark, if you had to... We'll let Mark answer. You don't want to answer? Good, neither do I. Here's a good one, though. Pick Sasori Kishi. Is that how you say that?
I think so.
Cool. Pick one melee ability, one super, one grenade, one class ability from any class and subclass to make your own personal super guardian. Ready, go.
Me or?
I don't care.
You
Anybody.
first. I'm going first.
Okay, so my melee would be a Titan Smash. He didn't say what ability it had to be, so boom.
Is this just straight from Destiny? I thought we were just like making it up.
I mean,
our
I
shit.
feel like the melee is the ability, right? You had pick one melee.
Yeah, and then mine's a Titan Smash. He said super.
Well, super is one, but melee ability is also one.
What is he gonna do?
I thought we were making up our own stuff. That's why I was
No,
just
you're
like,
taking
oh,
one
God.
from every class.
Okay, well then I don't want to do it anymore.
It sounds like he's just crumbling. Too much pressure.
I'm not into it. Okay, so then I like this, for instance, my emote orders Hawaiian pizza online and delivers it to people that don't like it.
That's the most creative thing I've ever heard.
That's
so evil.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, I don't want to participate if I can't. If I can't truly make my guardian super, I'm out. I want
out.
Gallarhorns for hands. That's not a thing. I can't.
I don't think.
If I'm,
I don't think that's what he was going for.
he wants us to limit our wishing. I don't feel good about this. I feel like I feel in a box right now. So, what about you guys?
You're correct. This is RezoCast. There should be no limit. All right.
Yeah, there's only a limit
Well,
to
there
how
probably
many.
should be.
There's only a limit to how many episodes Mana can make in a row.
Oh, He said, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
mine's
I'm
pretty
on
easy
all-time high
because
right now.
it's pretty much Void Walker, D1 Void Walker, but with a Sunsinger melee.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
But the grenade, I have to be wearing Nothing Manacles, D1 Nothing Manacles with a scatter grenade.
Ooh, yeah.
So you got Nova Bomb, you got the Sunsinger melee that gives you that ridiculous shield, and you have a grenade that kills everything. And your super, like I said, Nova Bomb, one class ability. I guess that's only from D2, right?
Yeah, class abilities are new. Yeah.
So I guess I'll just stick with the Rift. That's mine. Pretty much D1 Void Walker with a melee from a Sunsinger and a Rift.
Interesting. So is that back to me then?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll choose my first melees. If you're going back to D1, I'll go back to D1. Say the Hunter Arcblade melee that was completely broken back then. You can hit him like
Backstab.
almost completely. Yeah, the broken backstab melee with What do we need to like ability?
Yeah,
Like,
what's
like
your melee?
melee,
just everything.
Grenade and super, yeah.
Super. I would choose
Galler Hands.
Galler Hands.
2 OP would be nerfed too quickly. I can go with vanilla Vex Mythoclast hands.
Yes.
No, but how about I'm gonna choose Ikora Ray's laser nipples that she did in Osiris. Okay, I really want that.
I mean, isn't that pretty much like Stormcaller's new super though?
But hers is purple. Like I want purple laser nipples.
All right.
Like void, they're void, and I'm just like, we're God Slayers. Why do you get to use?
That's fitting
purple?
because there's a void in this podcast when you don't show up.
Damn.
Romance.
Also in my heart. Also in my heart.
Double damn. It wasn't originally romance. See, that was a business look he gave me. Okay, he's like, about to be fired, but not really, but kind.
It's not even close.
All right, so what? Grenades. I will go with
a close second for me. You can use this one if you want. Would be OG Firebolts when they tick you down to like nothing.
I was thinking about it.
I knew that's where you were going.
Yeah, I was thinking about it because like originally I was actually a Sunsinger main before everyone knew how kind of like crazy their grenades were.
Crutch Singer.
So, oh yeah, I might have to do that. Sunsinger grenades with what is it now? My ability, D2 ability?
Yeah, it's got to be D2. Basically, wall, dodge, or rift.
Yeah, I want a wall. I just want to create like a wall, just like boom. Actually, a little baby wall, like the reload, so I can pop a squad, boom, ammo.
You would pop a squad.
I would.
Okay, so
for days.
Matt Grundy asks, "What's your favorite treat after a long day of working out the heat?" Mine is probably a Choco Taco. Well, he put me onto the like ice cream man list of things. My favorite would be the like it's like a strawberry eclair, but it's the like strawberry shortcake thing. It has little crumbs all over it. You know what I'm talking about? The ice cream
those
bar.
are so good. Mm-hmm. Really great.
Mm-hmm.
Or some Ben and Jerry's Chubby Hubby.
I
Never
like
had Chubby Hubby.
orange leaf because you can put all that stuff in your yogurt. That's hot.
Man,
so what was the original question? Just after.
Hubby?
Don't tempt me.
I have
okay.
a Queen Bed at Guardian Con.
Oh, dude.
Oh yeah, absolutely. What's your favorite treat after a long day of working out in the heat?
Treat, man. I've been going on a huge health binge right now. I probably just honestly lately it'd be a fruit smoothie. I've been going hard at some fruit smoothies, and they're delicious.
They
by
are
the way.
good. Mm-hmm.
Like and nutritious.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I hate you.
So yeah, it's outside of that. A chipwich. Ooh. Some like Lay's on something,
Mm-hmm.
Just classic right there.
I think she means like the ice cream sandwiches that were chocolate chip cookies, because she said cookie ice cream sandwich thing, chipwich, I think.
Oh, I always
like,
call it chipwich.
because if you say
I
ice
immediately
cream,
thought with like a sandwich with chips in it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's definitely when I'm super hot and I need to cool off. I fucking put some potato chips between 2 slices of bread, and I go to town.
No. It has to be a
that.
nice sandwich first, and then if you want to enhance it, you put some chips in it. You know, you never done that?
Is that when you're hot and sweaty? That's what you want?
Enhance it.
I mean, possibly. It probably won't do anything to cool you down, but I mean, if you want some, if you're craving some munchies, maybe Wilson would, back me up on this one.
Wilson will not back you up. What PvP loadouts are you guys rocking these days when you want to just have a fun time?
I'd play so little PvP.
Mark
I've
uses
been
Scour
using-
hands.
I use dual wielding track. So, no, what I've been using and Beloved and I think Hammerhead. I realized belatedly that I was on the step of Thorn quest where I should have been getting void kills, but my only void weapon is the Hammerhead, which I got heavy ammo like maybe 4 times the entire time Iron Banner was around. So yeah, that didn't advance, but
I've been lazy, and I have
Weird.
all my weapons and everything have been on my Warlock, so I have yet to switch for my Warlock in PvP since I started playing.
Do you know how dim works, right?
Yeah, but I'm still too lazy.
That's really
So,
lazy. That's impressively
really
lazy.
I know. I'm just so used to Warlock now, so I'm just like, I can't switch.
kudos.
But I've been playing what is it even called? Dongblade. I've been playing almost exclusively Dongblade. Just
Dongs everywhere.
flying around, whipping dongs around. You think you're safe? You're gonna get hit with a dong. I'm sorry. And it's on fire.
All right, we do have a couple more here. I'm going to skip one of them because it's kind of an in-depth question, and we've already gone past critical thinking phases. Sasori says again, this was posted 7 hours ago. He said, I would just like to say that Hove has hosted an exemplary podcast this evening, much to nobody's surprise. How dare you think he wouldn't? That's presumptuous and wrong. Be better than that. For shame.
For shame.
And then he said, P.S. If it's a shit show, just ignore this. So last question I'm going to get from chat. If you guys did put one, because there's a couple in Twitter and some people have been throwing some stuff in chat. We're just running a little late because we did a Mad Lib and we can't think straight anymore. So the last question, Gorignac. If you had to name your penis after a Destiny weapon, what would it be called?
Plan C.
What was that? What was that one? Was it like the single clap? Or whatever it's called. Wasn't that one?
I could go so many ways with this.
I know.
Part of me wants to say Hammerhead.
Yeah, touche.
Part of me wants to say LDR. Because that stands for long distance relationship.
It does. Oh.
Man. Part of me wants to say Thorn. Man.
The last word.
I could go. Beloved.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. The Supremacy.
The supremacy. There we go.
You have to dress him up in something nice if you're gonna call.
Well, now I'm just completely blanking on them now. I feel like we went through all the good ones.
No, there's so many weapons. I mean, you could Hard Light.
There we go.
River got a good one.
Mida Mini Tool. Whisper of the Word.
Oh no! Now we're not gonna be able to play without thinking.
Oh yeah, Whisper. I mean, Mida Mini Tool. I'm just gonna call it the Mini Tool.
The Mini Tool. Yeah.
21% Delirium.
The calloused mini tool.
The callus.
That's what happens when I'm really lonely.
One day.
What else? There's so many good ones. Yeah, single clap. You were right. That's actually what that was called.
There we go.
Yeah, it was a sniper.
You know what most of my girlfriends called my penis? Bad news.
I'm currently signing in to my Destiny manager right now. I had to re-sign it. I think it's because of the update and everything.
Phallic loadout we could get.
There's the better devils.
Oh, that's true.
Sometimes I like to call it Darcy. Hey, Darcy.
Toil and trouble.
After your ETDs, it's the Outbreak Perfected.
Oh, here. Hard truths.
Oh, man, they all
SMG.
Wilson would have fit right in with his pervertism.
No, yeah. There'll be a whole chapter in his Bible.
The long shadow.
Oh, that one wins. The long shadow. Because it's very
sweet
visual.
Business. There you go.
Bad juju.
Bad juju.
Yeah. Oh, I miss bad juju.
Yeah, that's one I kind of wish would come back.
So last breath.
Jesus.
Oh, so many Jade Rabbits. What the hell? Crimson. They call it the Crimson Chin.
That sounds like.
If we're being honest, it's probably Quick Fang for all of us.
Quick Fang.
It stared back.
Mine's the purpose.
Last hope.
The purpose.
You know what? They just call it the Traveler's Chosen.
Listen, we're signing off. Mine is the Lord of Wolves.
Main ingredient.
The Lord of Wolves.
Lord of Wolves. Mine's the main ingredient.
It stared back wins it for the most.
It stared back was pretty good.
And our viewers have been cut in half tonight. Anyway,
the subtle calamity.
I could go on forever. Now this is where we need Lego because
stop us.
Lego, we need you.
The right side are wrong.
Malfeasance.
Oh God.
The show of force.
Merciless.
The
mind bender.
The play of the game. That's a good.
Yeah, that's a good one. Not forgotten.
The thin line.
If you have a pretty impressive one, you could call it the war.
Here it is. Mine's called the good bone structure. Shotgun. I didn't even know I had that.
You didn't know you had it.
The Rattler.
Or the Rat King.
The Rat King. There we go. The last hope. You're my last hope, buddy.
Shock and awe.
Out of options. It's pretty bad. I'm literally going down through. I don't have a lot of weapons right now. So
I just googled Destiny weapons and it's every weapon like ever.
Oh really? I'm actually going through what I have right now. Nature of the beast.
The chaperone. All right, guys. We're gonna have to call it. Thanks for hanging out. Like we said, don't forget, pay attention to our Twitter. And next week's episode, Man and I will be meeting. We'll be around Saturday, July 6th down in Orlando for a little RezoCast meetup. We would like to see you guys. So yeah. Till next week, I am Hove. You can find me on Twitch at 9 p.m. Eastern doing this thing every Thursday. Twitch.tv/Hove76 and Twitter also at Hove76. Mana, how about you?
You can find me on Twitch, Twitter at the Managator. That's just one big word, the MANAGATOR.
Are Twitch and Twitter also one big word?
Probably. I feel like I should know this. Also, another word. Our name is Positive Outlook. By the way.
Got it.
Also, Cold Split.
We're not going to be able to play Destiny. Distracted.
All right. Dapper gentleman before us. How about you? I'm sorry.
Is that
like,
the name of a weapon?
No, that's you.
Okay.
I'm calling you the Dapper gentleman because you just look dapper with just like, I don't know, man. You just look fine.
You.
I'm sorry.
Thanks. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at MarkSquare_. I do have a Twitch, but I do not use it, so you cannot find me there. But it's at MarkSquare if you're looking. But Anyway,
Yeah.
thanks for having me on the show. I really had a great time.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming on. I hope that your Crunchberry's affliction gets taken care of. But everybody, for real, make sure you go check out Mark's stuff. He's a wonderful artist. He even did a picture of Mana as the Drifter one time.
I still
yeah,
don't see it.
Make sure you check him out.
Drifter.
You guys can also find Team Resolute on Twitter at Team Resolute, and you can find us, RezoCast, on Twitter at RezoCast. And here, like I said, every Thursday at 9 p.m. Also, last thing, shout out to our wonderful sponsors, Blue Mics and Headphones. They make some awesome stuff. That's what we use for all our audio things. And if you want to get some of the same awesome stuff, you can go to their website, bluemic.com, and use code RezoCast for 20% off.
20%.
So, yeah, until next week, keep an eye on our Twitter. We'd love to hang out with you guys. We'll see you then. Bye.